got my camera.
Much more of an introduction. Congressman Paul.
Yeah.
People claim that I have encouraged others, but let me tell you, you encouraged me, and I appreciate it very much. I do want to bring some greetings from my wife. She's doing well, and she's missing this event, but she's at home now and doing quite well. There's a lot of people here that I should personally introduce, which I'm not going to, but I will. I will introduce one person because I served in the Congress with him. And he also has a name that you might recognize, and that's Barry Goldwater.
Let's listen to Ron.
Well, there's not much to listen to because it's going to be short. I'm trying to save my voice and all my energy for tomorrow and the next day. But I think it's rather interesting. I heard that the major speeches were canceled last night, and all the members of the RNC, all the delegates, not just the Ron Paul delegates, are invited to our rally. Tomorrow night, that was sort of when they talked me into having this rally on Tuesday, and then all of a sudden it was 2 days, and then 3 days, and then on. The event tomorrow night, it's just a small stadium, and it only holds 6,000 or 7,000 people, and we think that there's going to be a lot of people who show up tomorrow night, and that's just the preliminary for Tuesday. My delight in the campaign was the discovery of so many of you out there that have been listening and paying attention or responding, and it has been so exciting. But you're the group that actually followed through and figured some of you knew a little bit about politics, some of you knew a little bit about freedom, and some of you just put it all together and said, we're going to go as far as we can go, and you did it. Though this is the beginning. We can't take over the entire government with 300 delegates, but believe me, these numbers are going to grow, and this is we had a session today for those individuals that have been involved in the campaign just to learn more about campaigning and precinct work and operation. And we thought we could handle 500. I think they told me when I stopped over there earlier, there were 600 individuals that came and sat there all day and paid their way, and just because they're interested, not only in talking, but action. And that is what you represent. You did. You followed through and became delegates and alternates, and this means you're the hardcore. You're the group that will and can perpetuate this. So it's really what we do from now on. So there's every reason in the world for us to be so encouraged by what's happening, and we better be, because the more I think about the economy and the more I think about world affairs and the potentiality of war going on right now, there is some urgency here. I mean, we can't just lie back. I first got interested in politics probably in the 60s, started studying economics. In the 50s, I was in college and I had essentially no interest. I think conditions are a lot different today. I think the end of the monetary system is coming. The end of the American empire is coming, which can't be an all bad thing there. I mean, when we go bankrupt, things are changing. And if we sit back and we don't fill the void, who knows what we're going to get? We can get chaos or more tyranny. But we have the answers. We have the philosophy. It's an American philosophy. It's limited government, personal liberty, our Constitution, and giving people a chance. But not because government takes care of us, but because government stays out of our way. system and of our government and our Constitution was always to restrain the government.
Yep.
For somehow or another, we've ended up with a government that's all it does is on a day-to-day basis looks for excuses to restrain us and regulate the economy. It's the world. That has to come to an end, and I think this is what we're seeing here today. It's the beginning of the end of the system that we have. Nice and early in the morning, but it's going to be like tonight and tomorrow. That's like there's a lot of enthusiasm for the Republic and for the Revolution. There's big things going on. There's a lot of big dangerous things going on in the country and in the world, but we're responding to it. There's some big things going on in the movement for the protection of liberty and the restoration of our Constitution, and that's what you're part of, and that's what we should be excited about.
Yeah!
This is a very, very unique group, and I am delighted to be able to visit here, shake hands with I think just about everybody.
Woo!
Took a couple of pictures, and I did get some breakfast.
Yeah!
A lot of you asked about my wife, and I appreciate that very much. She's on the mend and got better. She is now at home and feels badly because when we had our little rally in D.C. a month or so ago, she wasn't there, and I said she couldn't come today, but she promised she'd be in Minneapolis. Now she feels like she let you down, but she knows about what's going on, but she is doing a lot better, and I appreciate that very much. But I want to thank all of you because you're the ones who have done so much hard work this last year or so. Some have known about the cause of liberty and the Constitution, have been involved and engaged for many, many years. But then there's also a couple who are newly converted to the cause, young people who have joined us. So I see two groups coming together, those that I call the remnant, the true believers that have been around, and also the newcomers who have discovered how wonderful this philosophy is and how wonderful this country is because that's the original philosophy. And because our country has gotten into a lot of trouble and there's a sense of urgency, I see that the burden is falling on us. And if we don't do it, who else is going to take care of this? And I believe personally, this is a personal philosophical belief, is that if you become aware of a problem and you become knowledgeable and you become convinced that there's a better way to do something, that you have a much greater obligation than those individuals who are living in ignorance. And they